What's going on, everyone? Welcome back for next episode. Wasn't happy with how the first one ended, losing on time, so decided to go for another game today, double upload, and let's hope it goes better. I'm going to try and play quicker. Still going to try and explain the thought process and give some basic chess tips and things like that. Um, so yeah, just going to get straight into it. Hopefully, I've done a bit of fiddling around with the settings on my recording software. So fingers crossed it's not as jumpy because I did watch back that first video and it's not smoothest of um, playback. So yeah, hopefully it's a bit better. So we're going to get into another game. We're going to play quicker and we're going to win this one. We've got the white pieces again by the looks of it, so you know what's coming. Those who watched the first episode. I know we've got black. Okay, that's switched up. So with black, I'm a Caracan player. Shout out Gotham Chess. So it looks like the opponent's playing into the main line for the Caracan, and they haven't taken. So what do I normally do now? Don't want to bring this knight out here because it's just going to get attacked straight away. Could I could just go into the exchange variation. Can't really develop this bishop yet, so let's just take. And let's try something. Push here. Because if he takes, I'm just going to take his queen. So now I can pin this knight because it's a threat. It's threatening to take this pawn, so I need to make sure it can't do that. Still got this pressure on the queen because something you don't really want to happen is losing your right to castle. So if you get your, if I'd have taken his queen, let's say he took here, he would lose the right to castle. So that's not good. And I don't like that this pawn isn't great, so let's just take again. I'm just trying to play a bit quicker. I might not be playing the best moves now because I'm trying to play quicker, but I don't really want to trade queens. What if I just go? Let's go here. So really, what I want to do is bring this knight out and castle. And he's forced a queen trade, which is a little bit annoying. Has he? Yeah. So it looks like we're going to have to trade queens, which is a little bit annoying. I don't think his knight's in that position. So, guys, we've blundered already. I knew this was going to happen. Ah, yeah, that's poor. I can't cover both the bishop and this threat of this fort. Oh, what am I talking about? Guys, tired, alright. For some reason I'm thinking the knight can jump here, but that's not how knight moves, Matty. Oh dear. This guy wants to trade everything by the looks of it. I don't really have any better options. So we're a minute and a half behind on time. Mini meltdown where I wasn't even under any threat, but I thought I was. Now we've got a little bit of pressure here. How is he going to cover this pawn? And if he pushes it trying to attack my knight, then he's just getting extra pressure on his knight. So this is a This looks like it's the crucial point of the game now. This middle game. The opening's done. No one's really got an advantage. Neither of us have castled. Right. First thought was bring the knight to d3, putting pressure on his knight. But he could just move the bishop back. So the other option is knight to g4. But again, he could just move the bishop the same place. I don't really see. Yeah, I don't see an issue with this move. So I need to get I want to get my king castled. It's my next thought process because both of our he has to move the bishop, by the way, because it doesn't have to, but doesn't look like a great trade if he doesn't. Yeah, I think I'm going to castle short. So those who are not aware, you've got two sides that you can castle if everything else is off the back rank row. So once I move this knight, okay, I wasn't expecting that move. If I take with the bishop, it's probably going to take with the knight, dismantle my pawn structure a little bit, but then I can just win this pawn back potentially. I have to take it because otherwise I'm giving away one of these pawns. So now, not something I know. In fact, he's just given away a bishop, guys. I'm not really on it yet today. He's just given away a bishop, and I don't see a way in which he can pin it to my king because if he castles short, his rook will be here. I think, unless it's another thing I've missed. So he's probably going to castle either side and then try and pin my knight to my king. But I think I can just castle myself. Yeah. Oh, that was a pretty quick one, guys, which is good because I didn't want a really long second episode. So we've got a bit of rating back. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do the proper game review because I only get one review per day. But what we can do is have a look at do like a self analysis. So let me come up here. Self analysis. So that was a mixed bag, that one, from my perspective. I missed a couple of really big things there. I don't know what I was thinking with his knight. I thought the game was over. I nearly closed the app, quit the recording, and start a new one. But we stuck with it. I actually managed to start seeing things properly. And yeah, just one slight issue with his calculations there towards the end. So let's try and skip through quite quickly. So we started with a Caracan. We ended up going into the fantasy variation. He didn't take, which is quite a common one here. White often takes or leaves. So white usually a lot of the times when I play it, I'll do this. And if that does happen, I don't always take back straight away, which might not be the best thing. But I sometimes just bring this knight out if they take again. Kind of giving away another pawn, but I bring this knight out. Then they usually come here, in, throw this check in, blah, blah. So this is one of the lines that I sometimes go down. But none of that happened. I ended up taking in the middle. Fine. White takes back. This move's fine. This is a move that I don't play very often, to be honest, but I thought I would give it a try because I don't like that. I don't like that white has this big centre, so I wanted to try and break that straight away. And important here that I did something about this knight, because I think if I just played something like I don't know, let's say, I'm trying to think what would be a normal move here. Say I've just maybe if I brought this knight out, you can see already the eval bar is going towards white slightly because I've basically lost this pawn. So that's why I played the bishop there to pin that knight. He develops his bishop. Normal moves. Nothing major yet. Now that wasn't the best move there, and I wonder why that is. It's probably because he can force that queen trade. Hmm. It's not the best move according to the engineer, so it's fine taken. And this is where this is where I had this meltdown. I brain fart. For some reason, I'm thinking, oh my god, he's forked my bishop and this potential fork here. But knights, let me tell you, knights don't jump two squares to the left or right. They jump one to the left or and two up, your angle. So there's no way this knight can jump there. Okay, so I don't know why I had that panic. So the best move, according to the engineer, is just to develop the knight, which I didn't. Yeah, I didn't give enough thought to. Could have just brought that knight out, and it protects that bishop anyway. But we ended up playing the bishop back, which is fine. They attack the bishop, wanting a trade. This opponent seemed to just want to trade everything. So I duly obliged, happy to trade, try and get a better position. And then here we're getting close to where the opponent makes a big mistake. So what did they miss? So I pinned the knight, and they really should have they could have either pinned my knight or castled. Really, I think they should have castled, just get out of that pin. But they pushed, which I kind of expected to happen because this opponent seemed pretty aggressive. Then I added more pressure to the pinned piece. For those who are not sure, who've never heard it before, PP on the PP, which is put pressure on the pinned piece. So you can see that knight's pinned, and hopefully I tried to explain it in the last video, but that knight cannot move because it's pinned to the king. You know, you can't just move out. You can't just let a piece check your king. If it's going to lead to a check, your piece needs to stay blocking it. So that knight's frozen. So putting more pressure on the pinned piece is often a good tactic, because it adds another level of attack and it adds another layer of necessary defence. So that's why I thought here the opponent should have moved the bishop back, which is what the engine is saying is one of the best moves. But I think this is where they miscalculated. So they've checked, yeah, and straight away look at that eval bar. They probably thought that because the knight's protected by this pawn, they thought maybe that's giving me some real problems. But I think they've just miscounted because I can just take with the bishop, which I did. And the fact that they took the bishop first, they needed to take the knight first. So it's a key. This is a key thing in chess is move order and calculating. As I said in the last video, you've got to think, if I move a piece, what am I now attacking, or what have I stopped? What space have I stopped defending, and things like that. So I think they've put their moves in the wrong order here, because the fact that they didn't take my knight first means that their bishop's just free. So as you can see is what happened in the game. They take my bishop, and it took me a second to realise because, like I said, I'm for some reason being a bit slow today. Their bishop's just hanging. So it's a good job I didn't straight away try and get this pawn back. And that's sometimes a bit of a blind spot for beginners, maybe if you're looking at the piece that's just been taken, or this space that's just been vacated, if you like, instead of maybe looking at other areas of the board. So you don't always have to try and win a piece back, or win the piece that they've just taken with. So they've just taken with the pawn, and a lot of beginners maybe think, pawn back now, he's just taken one of my pieces. But yeah, you look bigger picture, I've just got a free bishop, and that's it. That's when the opponent resigned. And I would often say to beginners and people who are just getting into chess, never resign, especially at the beginner level. People, I've myself been in winning positions like this and thrown it away. I've seen professionals throw winning positions away. So yeah, I would say never resign because you don't know what your opponent could still make mistakes. But yeah, this is just I'm up. If you can see the eval bar, it's yeah, it's basically almost almost 5 points of material. If you were to carry on, I mean, the king can come and try and attack the knight, but either side, I'm winning another pawn. If they don't move, I'm forking the knight and forking the king and the rook. So yeah, pretty easy second game. Happy with that. Hopefully this playback is a bit smoother. And as you can see, we're up to 1673. So I got some of that elo back from earlier. But yeah, easy win that one. Let's hope for some more of those. And probably won't see you now till tomorrow. Um, yeah, that was good. Let's keep it going. So, tomorrow, guys.